你行，你上。
Yeah, let's see if this changes things up, Fog, because this time around, at least we're seeing the Luna on the other side of things. OG's going to be able to grab that with that first pick for Samael, and Secret down the line. They switch it up a bit. We're going to get some Puppy on the support Weaver, so that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And that final pick, a Storm Spirit, making an appearance, a hero that we don't get to see that much at all nowadays. I mean, I feel like you've got to sort of side with the panel, right? That this game, it should be closer, right?
I like OG's draft. I actually feel like this is the draft that I see them having the best opportunity. This is the best draft that they've done so far versus Secret in this best of 5 here. And I mean, man, I feel like I'm honestly like me and Cinder on the same page today. I was literally going to say the exact thing. I was like, it looks like a Secret draft. If you block the name, right? That looks very much so like exactly what Secret would pick in a lot of their games. Their Luna Batrider that they're really confident with, the Void Spirit too. So, yeah, definitely looking at like a much better approach here this time for OG. Secret, they're doing something just very different. I haven't seen Storm Spirit that often.
No. And why is that? Why are people not playing Storm Spirit? And what do you think Secret's seen here that says to them, hey, we can make it work?
Maybe just limited disables, I think, in this game, right? They didn't see the Void Spirit. They just had a Rubik Lift, a Lucent Beam, and a Lasso, and then I guess Rolling Thunder as a control, really, for Storm, which can be pretty limited. Could have some freedom for Nisha to just really zip and take advantage of that, but... And I guess going to the back line as well versus the Luna. The reason why Storm hasn't really been picked, that's a great question. Just don't know if people really favor the hero too much, and he just hasn't really... He doesn't really provide what a lot of these other mid-heroes have been providing. He doesn't really take towers. He's just a Storm. He's a carry from the mid lane, which is a different style than we've seen from most.
We'll see if this game OG's at least able to last a little longer than they were in the first two. Both of the games so far that we've seen in this series have been very rough for OG. So for sort of the sake of the viewers at home, we'll see if we are able to pick this one up and observe OG having a bit of a better shot against Secret in this game 3.
I mean, I actually...
30 seconds to battle.
Want to say Luna Bat, I've seen it win every time when they've been on the same team together. Even they both have incredibly high win rates too, because it's been Secret who's been picking them a lot of the times, especially together. But yeah, they have pretty...
Looking at the ways that the lanes are going to be set up, I mean, bottom lane, it's going to be a little tricky for Matu, right? Mid one on this offlane bat should really be able to mess with him in the lane.
The battle
Definitely.
begins.
We'll see Puppy probably make the move down toward the bottom lane, I'd assume, to be able to, for him to pressure off the Batrider, because Clockwork doesn't really do a whole lot of anything. Clock wants to lane versus Luna, Weaver wants to lane versus Bat. I'm curious about this mid matchup. I feel like this could be a little bit of a tough one for a Void Spirit. I feel like Storm Spirit can actually take advantage a lot versus here, because you're melee, you can actually go for like the 1-1-1 build if you want to, and try to just go for just heavy harassment onto the Void Spirit as a Storm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think as the Storm you can sort of mess with the Void Spirit when it comes to the burst, and obviously eventually you're just going to be able to shove the wave out with the remnants and farm the camps.
Yeah, he looks like he's just actually going to double up the wave right away. So a full extra creep wave under the tower for Thompson. Let's see how much Nisha can actually mess with his last hits here. As top, we can look at no, she'll die really quick.
Oh, the 3 of them sticking up there. You know, it's just about maybe eventually they'll move Puppy down to the bottom, but seeing the opportunity to start getting some action with the tri-lane in the face of them up top, you know, dealing with both Samael and NoTap. Samael, he's got to be careful how he steps forward for farm. Puppy will now leave and start to play in this bottom half, because as expected, Matu, he's going to need assistance down here. On his own, mid one's back is going to provide quite an issue for Matu when it comes to approaching these creeps.
A sneaky TP too. He tried to hide himself. He hit himself up top and then TP to tier 2, maybe looking to try to get aggressive immediately and go for a kill since Matu hits level 2. Maybe he's looking to set up with that one, but they did spot him with the ward coming in. Also to point out, Nisha, he was able to get a D ward up on that high ground there to the south of him, and that's an extra 105 gold. Pretty nice for him.
Yeah, you can see Nisha as well holding that point, as you mentioned, just in case there is the opportunity for
going
for a kill on Thompson if Thompson does play a little too close, a little too aggressive as the Void Spirit.
Decides against it. He goes for that second point in the overload anyway.
Yeah, he's got it pushing in a second time, so wave no longer in his favour. Keeps it pressured underneath the tower, so Thompson has to be preoccupied with the CS rather than with the harass.
He's only missed one last hit so far. Actually, I think he's missed two. I think one of those is a ward. Apologies. So just like only two last hits so far in the mid lane on that Storm Spirit. Very good start for Team Secret in that matchup. And Matu, he's farming okay down here, mid one.
Yeah, he's farming
to really push the issue forward here with Soxa just yet.
I mean, is it something that's going to improve for OG down here? I feel like surely an Ursa shouldn't get away with having an easy lane against a Bat and a Pango. Like, both these heroes could really mess with Ursa. Yeah,
I feel like they have to start getting a little aggressive, but Matu, he's just spamming his Earth Shock and pushing out the wave with the Magic Stick charges. So it's actually working out pretty well. Puppy's gonna get a pullback. Okay, he almost actually missed that pull. And it looks like Yapsor, he's on courier hunt.
Oh, he is.
They actually have to keep both. They just have to hide both.
Yeah, they know.
Players.
Being very careful there, Samel, making sure not to drag the courier out whilst Yapsor's on the hunt. Oh, I say that though, then he takes it out. I mean, he was so patient, he held it there for so long, but eventually does still call it, and Yapsor's just still there waiting.
He's done this so many games. They get so much extra gold in the laning phase because of it. They're up to a 1k gold advantage. Last game we had a similar thing at the 2-minute mark when they sniped 2 or 3 couriers early on. He's going to try to disrupt the pull here from No Tail. Will be able to do so. But Zai, he steps up too far.
Oh, with the telekinesis, that should be a good shot at getting the kill. Now the one charges. Zai's got enough to keep himself alive. He jukes it around the trees, pops the salve. Zai's going to live.
And now
he's going for No Tail, and those body blocks as well. Is it enough to get the kill on him? One more right click will do it, and they'll get the kill. Secret will find No Tail, and Zai able to stay alive there. Samel, no more mana left for another Lucid Beam. He's able to TP out, reset, and get himself straight back to lane with the teleportation skill.
Oh, and Soxa trying to keep the regen rune for tops and bottom. Puppy Sakuchis and just snatches it away. Not allowing either of them. Nisha not filling the bottle, but more importantly, not allowing Thompson to get that. And now Nisha should be able to press his advantage. He has the vortex.
Now he's going to try to burst Thompson down low. The Remnant buys Thompson a little bit of time. One more proc of the overload. He's got the Fairy Fire. He needs another. Nisha, could he get in time? He can't. Remnant wasn't quite online once more before the hit connected. So couldn't get that final proc of overload, but still it's Thompson being forced back. He's got a salve out. Nisha houses regen looking. He's got one more Mango to play around with. This mid lane, Nisha getting that advantage. 29 for 2 against the 24 for 3. Bottom lane, Matu actually running down mid one a bit here. And
is doing so well.
I mean, he is.
I'm still so surprised how well he's actually able to just lane versus a Bat and a Pango. With Puppy not really helping too much. Like, Puppy's done a couple pulls here and there, but Puppy's moving around a lot.
Comes to the bounty runes. I think is that what Secret getting all 4 of them?
All 4 bounty runes.
All 4 bounties. It's a 2k lead at just 5 minutes in. And I feel like some of these lane matchups that should be going OG's ways, that they're just not.
Nisha getting aggressive onto Thompson again. Puppy taking in the area. We can't push the issue forward much more. But yeah, this is a big one. Now they're starting to get aggressive.
Now they should have a good solid attempt at getting Matu. He's got one more Earth Chop. Puppy in with the TP, and Matu is going to live. Puppy there to push OG off and stop them from diving any further. Even then, in a situation where it looked like they might be able to finally capitalize on their hero strengths against the Ursa, Mid1 and Saxa can't quite finish off the kill.
Duking it out. Thompson versus Nisha. Nisha a bit worried right now.
Thompson got left. One more Resonant Pulse. He's got the Mango. If you can grab him with the Remnant, he could go for this. Meanwhile, down bottom, Matsu and Puppy do kill off Mid1. Yapso here with the TP into mid. Thompson, he stepped too far forward. The Remnant does hold Yapso back for now. Can Yapso get in range for a right click? He can. Thompson tries to jump over to kill off Nisha, but he can't even reach him with the Astral Step. He could have used that to jump away, but felt that he wanted to give his final breath in an attempt to kill the Storm, but it only goes, he guarantees him dying.
And now Nisha finds himself a double damage, and like you said, bottom, I think Matumba Man actually gets a kill on Mid1.
They killed Mid1
too.
Yeah, him and Puppy were able to chase Mid1 down.
3,000 gold lead already, and this isn't even the end of the laning phase. It's only 6.5 minutes in. Zai getting aggressive top. Yapso rotating in, but here comes
He's going to be able to get the wraparound. Yapso is going to pop down the cogs. Trap up No-Tail. Zai will fall this time. OG finally able to get themselves a kill on the board. They may get Yapsor as well. As Topson got the Remnant in 5 seconds, but Yapsor with those Tranquils, he's out of there, and Topson doesn't want to waste any more time chasing. He's going to look back towards heading over to the mid lane. There was a courier here coming under the ward, but Secret no. Or do they actually? No, Yapsor's going to breach it out. It's because he's here himself. Yeah, Topson can't get to it. He's going to go try and kill Yapsor instead, pulling him back with the Remnant, but the Cogs pushing Topson back. Topson cannot get this kill. He has to back off. At the same time, down bottom, Midbon was trying to cut the creeps. Puppey and Nisha just get on top of him. And it's another time, second time in a row, where Midbon's being forced out of this bottom lane as he just wasn't able to get a good start going. Top, they're still trying for Yapsor. As again, the Cogs are just pushing Topson back. He doesn't have enough mana to damage somehow. He's just walking past the tier 1. He's trying to go for this. He has got No-Tail and Topson here with him. The Fade Bolt will stop them from being able to turn on him, so Sumail is fine. But OG, they're just desperately trying to find these kills. This time, Topson, he's got a solid grab on Zai. Zai pops the one charge, and he's trying to juke at the trees, but they won't escape. OG, they will kill off Zai. Finally, able to find something here with all the time that Topson spent hunting for a kill.
It's something amusing about watching Topson without boots, just sitting up there for 2 minutes attempting a gank, and he finally is able to find the success to get Sumail a little bit of space. Bottom though, mid one, Nisha's gonna die here.
They've got the control, they drag him back with the Vortex. Mid one dead again on this bottom lane. Matu off to a brilliant start in a matchup that I'm pretty sure we've just seen Ursa's crushed over and over again by a bat. But Matu, he has beasted it in this matchup. They're taking this tier 1 tower 8 minutes in. This third game already looking to be off to an incredible start once more for Secret.
Topson wants to get aggressive bottom. Nisha's still in the area, not super helpful with the mana though.
So, and No-Tail going down on top as they do fight close to Sumail, so Sumail at least able to find some glory, and he's the one that's getting some kills. You know, his game again being the best out of the squad of OG. He's 2-0-1 up top, and his farm still holds strong. The problem for him being that all 3 cores of Secret are having just as good a game as him.
And he has a lot of heroes that, as Luna does not like, we've said it a million times, to collapse on top of him. Clockwork, one of the best supports in the game versus Luna to get on top of him. And then there's an Ursa and a Storm who just, they're going to run right on top of you in all the fashion. So yeah, Sumail needs this kind of start. So tough game as Topson.
And he's just got a lot of mana to play Topson. He's going to dissimulate in deep, but he's got bottle charges, and Nisha himself, bottle is empty. Not quite enough to try and go for it himself. Topson's actually moving over here to see if he can get involved on this top lane, but the Treant's already scouting out the entire movement.
Bounties and outposts. The fight bottom, Matu versus mid one.
Matu's winning this. He needs No-Tail to come in and help out. There's a TP coming across as well from Zai. Mid one's just going to go down again. Matu,
oh my God,
almost just doing it on his own now, killing off mid one. That's the 4th death there from mid one's bat. Really struggling on this opening yet again. Getting the point. I mean, he just needs to sort of back off and farm up his bots. Coming to this lane, coming out here and getting close to Matu has just resulted in his death again and again and again.
Yeah, and Matu, he also has a Royal Jelly, and he's going to be getting an incredible pace on this battle here. He can match farm with Luna quite easily.
Nisha wants to play. He's got an Arcane Rune, zips in onto Saxon. They'll be able to find themselves one. Mid-one tries with the lasso, but there's no follow-up. He drags back Nisha a little bit, but Nisha's still got mana in the tank. No-Tail trying to chase, does manage to lead him with the telekinesis, but Matu, he's walked over from the bottom lane, focusing down No-Tail, getting the swipes of another Shikuchi, will keep No-Tail alive, and Topson is able to jump into the river with the Astral Step, get the kill. Matu takes the kill onto the Rubik, turns over towards Sumail. Matu, he wants to chase this, he's got stick charges, he knows that he can remain locked down onto the Luna. Sumail, he needs to help, he's not going to get it. It's a double kill for Matu. Topson, he's got to run, he's got no Astral Step to simulate, up in a second. He's blocked up by the Sprout. Saxon comes in from the side with a swashbuckle. Jump forward from Matu to simulate, buys a little bit of space, but Puppey quick to close the gap with a Shikuchi. It's a 4th kill onto OG, 4 members dead, and another tier 1 tower falls at just 11 minutes in. Secret, in this 3rd game, they're playing at the same power and to the same lead as we saw in game 1 and game 2.
even more so than that, it feels like. I mean, Matumba's having this phenomenal game where we thought he might have a tough lane. Look at that. He's going to have an absurd timing on this Battle Fury.
It's got to be the fastest I've seen on an Ursa.
Like, he's only 1,000 gold away with treads, with a wand, with a windlace. And look, he's already looking at mid one again. He's actually the aggressor onto a Bat Rider.
Mid one. Oh, let him live.
He's got Firefly. He's trying to play around it.
Okay, TP. Oh,
Yeah, so top. He will be able to find top two with the Wrath of Nature, and they're looking for more. No.
Oh, Stony hook shot. Buys a bit of space. Samael's come across. He has got the Eclipse if he wants to use it to guarantee these kills, but he gets pushed back by the Colt. Saxa from the Embers with Rolling Thunder goes for Yapsor. Another bounce back. Yapsor will go down. No tail falls to the power of Nisha. Nisha goes down into the river. Saxa hot on the chase with the remainder of that Rolling Thunder, but it comes to an end. Nisha, he's even thinking about turning on to Saxa. Gets a bit of burst going. How's his mana regen looking though? He's out of bolt charges. He's out of one, but there's the backer from the Nature's Prophet. Matu's also walked in. Samael will pop the ult. Matu getting stunned, but Matu still has the erase to rely on, who can jump in, get the slow with the Earth Shock, start to beat into mid one. Mid one flying over the cliff of the Roshan pit to get away and looking to chase down Matu. He's staying on top of the bear. Another sticky napalm stack as Matu's getting slowed down. He's turning, tries to hit into Samael, but Samael will get the kill in time. It's a double kill for Samael, but both Samael and mid one are so low. Puppy's looking for the cleanup on both of them here. One more Shikuchi to close onto mid one, but no tail. Pops down the sentry, gets the detection, lifts him up. Puppy's got the timeout, but they have the burst to kill off Puppy. It's a triple kill for Samael. Samael does go down at the end of it all, but not before he gets a hell of a lot done.
I'm over here.
All right, they punch back and fight, but you can still just feel that overwhelming aggression from Secret. And before all that does go down, look at Matu. He pretty much, okay, he was 100 gold away. He almost actually had the Battle Fury before dying.
Yeah, 13-minute Battle Fury. Dying. I mean, just classic Matu. And again, you know, a 13-minute Battle Fury in a game where you were left at the start in a 1v1 against, well, a 1v2 against a Bat and a Pango. Matu doesn't care. He's still able to hit these insane timings.
Yep, and Yapsar during all this, he's been kind of quiet. We can kind of say he's been quiet, but he's 6-2 and 5. He actually has a whole hood building toward a pipe. He is above the 2 cores of OG in net worth, the Bat Rider and the Void Spirit. He's able to just stick on targets. He's level 9. On Yapsor, Thompson is level 8.
Oh, and if you're new to watching, just to confirm that's not good for OG. That is not that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough.
Man, they're gonna. I mean, they have to really rely now around overextensions coming out from Secret and them just utilizing their Rolling Thunder at its maximum, pretty much. Like if they go over aggressive onto Sumail and he's able to get like good Rolling Thunders with an Eclipse, that can be good situations where they can come back on. But, oof, Secret. They're gonna get some insane farm now as that Battle Fury is finished, and it's everyone on the side of Secret really farming. It's not just the cores.
Yup. Shot at the ready, no tail. Heading in with the Shikuchi, but the sentry was down. They do see him. Sentry, one sentry here. There's the vision for the hook shot. Yapsor's in. Saxa trying to roll forward with the clogs. It blocks him off. Saxa can't quite get in immediately. Does still manage to find his way around towards Matu. Trying to step forward, but Midwon, he didn't get the lasso off in time. He does have the net. They push back Matu with the flame blade. Midwon's on top of him. They get the grab off. Matu will fall, but he comes in with the clean up. The nature trap bouncing around the whole lot of them. As this will be OG falling one by one. Saxa taken out by the Siege Creep. Thompson will be the only survivor on OG's side as he can TP out. I mean, it's again OG sure that they're able to kill Matsu. They're getting a couple of kills, but at a very high cost each and every time as they lose 4 heroes again themselves.
Yeah, they have to extend so far forward to get that kill onto Matu, and we just see Zai. He pops a Wrath of Nature, pops the Blade Mail, and then Sumail just kills himself on it. Same thing with the Bat Rider. There's so many different forms of damage that just come out and actually hurt OG in return because of that. Secret just punching back every single time. They know that they can just respond to all of the fights. And look at Nisha. He's already on the prowl looking for somebody.
He's looking for mid one. Oh no, they're not going to give him any mercy. They're on him. Drag him back. Another death on the Bat. Mid one just cannot get out on this map without Secret hunting him down.
They have 5 of the top 6 net worth now as... Yeah, it's getting to the point of 5 cores now versus Sumail.
But with that blade mail, he's pretty tanky. He's going to again stand his ground. Pop the Nature's Wrath is going to come bouncing in. He is getting low, going over the Rolling Thunder, but Yapso, he's able to put a stop to the Rolling Thunder. Zai still goes down. OG will get the kill. This time round, not losing anything themselves, OG. As they're able to kill off Zai, they even try and jump forward aggressively onto Nisha, but Puppy's turned up.
Bots?
Mid one's coming in with the bots. He's got Lasso back up as well. If he's able to close the gap, trying to charge him with the Firefly, knocks back Yapso with the Flame Breaks. They'll be able to set up for another there. Mid one, as he gets in, and can now help the team push onto this tier 1 tower. So a little bit of a break there for OG, where for the first time really they're able to get these kills without losing anything themselves.
Yeah, good positioning there. Nisha relatively low on mana, so he can't actually continue inside of that fight. But now Thompson, extremely aggressive positioning.
And he's dead for that one. He's certainly dead for that one. He's not got enough astral steps to save him from that blunder.
He did not expect them to have a ward on that high ground there. There's no way that he would expect that one.
Is under attack.
As now, I think they can just make their way into the rush. But as Puppy, he has medallions, he doesn't have the bugs up, but they have an Ursa, and they can profit. So should be pretty quickly to pick. However, Rolling Thunder is up again.
Sax has got to go for this. I mean, in a game where you're behind, Sax has got to try and find a way of getting in with the Thunder. Already, though, Nisha starting to fire outside the pit, zips in onto No-Tail. Sax goes for the Rolling Thunder. They are low on mana on Nisha, but Yapso has got the coverage. He comes in with a hook shot. The Cogs onto mid-one, trapping the Batrider. Saxon does continue to keep Puppy locked down, but Puppy still gets the chance to pop the time-lapse. Matthew's finished off Roach. He has the Aegis and he's ready to turn to the fight. Nisha's still alive as Saxon couldn't quite finish him. Mid-one's trying to get him done with the Firefly, but Nisha will live with the one charge as Thompson jumps in. Finally able to finish him. They get the kill onto the Storm Spirit. Now focusing down Yapso. Thompson, can he get another? He can. Yapso will fall, but now Matthew, he's beating into the Void Spirit. Thompson left with no further escape.
Feed the tree.
They finally get Nisha, but at a very expensive cost, losing pretty much everything there. And Sumail, every single time Eclipse is going off, Zai is just doing Treants. He's just summoning Nature's Call. Treants tank the entire Eclipse. They surround him.
Warriors of the wood.
They get those kills, but it's Matumba Man who's really still just the big victor out of all this. Still has that Aegis. Yasha on top now too. Mid one.
He's gonna go for the lasso, but Matu doesn't care. As you said, he's got his items, he's got his Aegis, and now he's just gonna kill mid one.
Oh man. And an Arcane Rune bottom now for Nisha. While he bottles up Matumba Man up to full with a Urn charge as well. This is a rough one.
This is over here now. And is it
no mercy, honestly, today?
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's not just a rough one; it's a rough 3.
Yeah.
This whole series is, I believe, checking the records. The last 4 grand final secret spin, and they've won them 3-0.
Yep.
This would be the 5th. In a row, that is. I'm sure over the history they've won many grand finals 3s, but this is in a row.
It's insane. And now they're jumping forward already. They want Saksa. He gets the Rolling Thunder off before they can. He has no TP though.
So all he can do is roll around. And Nisha with the Arcane, he's got a lot of mana to play with. He's certainly going to go after this. Zipping forward, finding Saksa. A secret, they just make it look so simple.
Clumsy net on Matumba with an S and Y, by the way, after that battle period. They're looking for anything they can, any type of kills. So they are just ready to fight non-stop.
That should help.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Who's going to jump down? He wanted to get the rune. He did get the haste rune.
No clumsy net. Matu, you have it in your... You didn't use it.
Oh, well, they got the sprout. Gonna force him to dissimulate. Still got a bit of time left on that haste, though. Thompson will be able to get away with that very cheeky steal of the haste rune.
Radiant's bottom
right underneath the
tower
nose is a
under
secret.
attack.
They're trying so hard to make space for Sumail, but Sumail, he has nowhere to use that space. Like, nowhere's safe to farm. Look at where the Storm is positioned. Look where Ursa is. Bottom is not really safe. He's trying to push forward for this tower. It's the only safe place on the map at the moment. Nisha.
Oh, No-Tail. They're come in with the teleportation, and there's the setup. The telekinesis into the lasso. They've got the damage. They'll kill off the Storm.
The teleportation steal coming into play.
Lovely setup from No-Tail. That ward down, they were all aware of Nisha sticking around in this area, and he's straight in with that setup from the trees. Didn't expect that at all, Nisha.
Zai, look at this Treant. He's scouting. Not able to quite find him now. TP coming out from No-Tail. They want Zai. The bots.
This stolen teleportation. It's getting the job done. Very nicely done here from No-Tail, as he'll set up for Sumail to pick up the kill. A very important jump up in the gold of this Luna as Sumail gets very close now towards that BKB. No-Tail making 2 quick quick-witted plays across the map with this teleportation.
And even the glyph on the creep wave as mid-1 bosses in to ensure that they can go for that aggressive play. Nice moves. They needed those pretty badly here.
Yeah, they need a lot of them. They need a lot of them. They're still down 12k right now. And the status is, as you pointed upon earlier, still remaining where top 6, 5 of those are secrets heroes in that highest net worth. Only Samael that sort of stands there right now.
Nisha now with a finished Bloodstone in a second. Ramp up his aggression that much more. And I mean, Matu is just on a whole nother level of farm, and he's just going to continue to do so. Secret just continuing this aggressive posture around this top side here. Sumail gets a little bit of breathing room now to go to his triangle finally to finish up the BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They'll have it done for the next fight.
Secret, they want to use this Bloodstone. They want to ramp up.
Radiant's
They're going to go meet Matumba Man up top as he's pushing the tower. Yapsor goes well with Nisha.
Dire's top tower is under
By the way,
attack.
also, we didn't point this out, but Puppy has a full Aghanim while farming.
That's standard, you know.
Standard Puppy.
Position 5, Wheeler, Ags done, 22 minutes in. The secret things at mid lane. There's a start, getting some Bloodstone charges. Now they go for the lasso. They do manage to drag Nisha back into the remnant, but it's got a lot of HP to work with. Starts healing up with the Bloodstone. More than enough mana to keep himself safe as he zips back out of the base.
He actually just has a full Aghanim.
Tower is under attack.
With the medallion in her urn and trample
Dire's
the
top
wall.
tower has fallen.
It was already hard to kill targets. Now when they can just reset them, and it's also a fantastic save versus the lasso in those situations. A game that was already extremely difficult may have just gotten quite impossible. Now mid one, gotta watch himself.
Oh, it's a big zip. He's got a blink. That'll get him out of there. Nisha won't quite get the connection onto him this time. I mean, I know we've seen Secret dominate a lot of games, but surely it can't be many of the games where 23 minutes in, Puppy has more farm than the enemy mid.
That is
ridiculous.
This is just crazy, and it's not even like it's a weaver. It's not a traditional.
No, it's
a support hero that we've seen played a couple times, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, because at Agnes, but like at this level, this is just.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of core weavers that would be very jealous of the farm that Puppy has at this point. He is that farmed.
All position here on the area. Scan is successful as well. They're reading OG's aggression. Thompson at least has his first item finished up now too. So he's got an Aghanims. Pretty good Aghanims games too versus Ursa versus Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
Silence is going to be very effective.
Yeah, there's nowhere to remove it. I mean, as you say, though, just Puppy, it's his job to sit back and make sure that if any of them do get silenced and start getting brought down low, he can offer the save required. Nisha finds no tail out alone, another Bloodstone charge for him.
And he gets reset back to almost full mana from Puppy.
And he can just continue to make these big zips when Puppy's around. And he really doesn't lose anything at all for trying for them.
I feel like every time we see Ags Weaver, everyone's just like, oh, it's Frog. This is the reset is on social low.
Oh, it's Nisha, he found Thompson in the trees. Thompson was just chilling there. In the trees, he's pushed back by the cogs. He's getting blown up into the hookshot. Thompson's dead. Oh, he was just AFK in the trees. Nisha just stepped past him and was like, oh, hello.
Nisha still looking for something. They're following the trail of fire. But mid one, too speedy, he'll be able to get away. Sumail continuing to get that space and farm, but they're pinging him out now.
Over here!
Instead, they will find mid one.
They'll go for the easier kill first. Sumail's going to have the time to TP out.
Oh, the closing net by Matumba. And now a Satanic is done for the Ursa on top of an S1. Couldn't kill the man before. How are you gonna now?
And he gets Sumail's Helm Creep, an easy plus 200 for Matu, on top of all that gold that he's got already.
This is just 34 to 18. This is insane. The pace that they're setting, they're not slowing down.
Secret's being considerate. They're winning a little slower than they did in game 2. So, you know, they're being a little more gentle. This game.
Over here!
Just a little.
So the kills are pretty high up there, about 36 to 18, 18.
Yeah, but it's not as quick, you know. It's not as instant of a game.
Fair enough.
OG get a little more time to enjoy clicking the buttons.
Regeneration!
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, well, another tier 2 down.
And they can keep pressing the issue forward here because of how much regen there is. Nisha, of course, with the regen rune too. And they don't have to back up to address lanes ever. Because not only do they have a Nature's Prophet with Wrath of Nature and Teleport, they have Clockwork Rockets. They have tons of different ways to de-push these lanes. As we've seen, Yapso are actually constantly shooting his rockets at the opposing lane that they are playing. So the map is always going to be shrinking for OG. They have to smoke.
Here we go.
It's the only move they really can do to get out of their base now at this moment.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What can they do? What can they do? This will be it if they are able to do anything.
I mean, Puppy's just going to reset the target that they focus is the really scary thing. So they kind of have to just find Puppy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But look at this, Secret, well aware of this coming out. As bottom is being pushed very far in. No responses coming out, so Secret read the play.
Oh, they just know exactly what OG's doing every single move.
Yep.
And they read them like a book.
Another smoke. Matu in the mid, but this is a really impossible target for them to go for.
Smoke. Still going as they step towards the pit. Thompson is going to have it come off him. So now they're aware of one another's positioning. Saxa playing with the idea of rolling in. He's not going to pop it quite yet. Now he commits. Jumps forward over to Yapso. Yapso has been trapped in his own cogs, but Saxa is actually not able to get close enough. Yeah, the bounces weren't actually hitting Yapso. So Yapso barely takes any damage at all, and now he's ready to go straight in with the hook shot. Big zip from Nisha. They've killed off No-Tail now. Who does Nisha want to go for next? He's looking for Mid-1 on the back. Mid-1 pops the lasso, but the backup's in for Nisha. Zai's here. Nisha still has mana to get himself down off the high ground. Zips forward, looks towards Saxa. Time that's from Puppy, just trying to get Nisha some of that mana back.
Back onto the cliff. But they do push OG away. Rolling Thunder was expended. Lasso as well. And they can easily go back to that Roche and claim their ages with cheese. Puppy also digs up a bounty rune. Why not? Beautiful cogs by Yasuo there. Reading Saxa's movement.
Is mine.
Cheese, Puppy nearly with a blink. There's another kill for Nisha and Puppy as they find Saxa.
And he resets him all the way back to top.
And all the way back up to 2/3 of his mana.
And back up to Thompson.
Oh, and Thompson, you better run.
The rocket may have clipped him for a...
I think he was just off to the side.
I think he was just off, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they saw him.
I thought maybe just like the projectile saw him for a slight second, but no, he's off.
Radiant's
He's actually pinging
middle
Zai. He
tower
maybe
is
wants to
under
try to but Zai is...
He's not killing Zai. He is not
Radiant
killing Zai.
Scan actually comes out. They scan.
Oh, they know he's in there.
They know top.
Oh, they know he's in there. They found him. Oh, he's got to run. Nisha's got all the mana to chase. The hookshot doesn't grab him, but Nisha's in with a vortex to cancel that TP. As you just cannot hide from Secret. There is no hiding to be done. Thompson, he'll make them work for it, but he cannot escape as Nisha and the gang take him out.
22 Bloodstone charges, 24,000 gold lead. Again, having the 5 of the 6 top net worths as Yapsor inches his way forward again as he's about to finish up an Aghanim. And look at this, they're surrounding poor No-Tail in mid-1.
Just run, just run. No-Tail's got the Shikuchi. He'll be able to run. He'll live for now. 24k, but they made it past the 30-minute mark. Well done, OG. Past the 30-minute mark this time. It's an improvement. It's an improvement.
The hook shot goes through No-Tail, pushes him up onto the high ground with the cogs, and they find themselves another kill. This is brutal. Now
if the top 7. Wait, no, I can't count. Top 6, 5 of them, as Yapso's now overtaken Nisha and mid-1 as well.
Okay, Matu, yeah, I don't think you go for that one mid-1. Matu also has a cheese at the ready. Sumail versus Zai, there's a hex. He doesn't know. Zai has a hex.
He has a hex. Sumail will try. He'll try to fight to the death, but it will be his death. And a free heal for Nisha as Puppy comes in with the time lapse.
He did not expect Zai to have a full hex of that. He just TP'd. He's like, yeah, there's no way to oh no.
I mean, it's just incredible how far Secret are ahead, and just how consistently they're doing this. 3 games back to back. It's not even close. not close at all. I mean, you saw
Up top. Oh, another one.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It has been for quite a long time. Matu jumping into the base.
double buyback. Can they turn this around? Can they punish Secret for diving in? Matu's going to be set back up to full HP with the time lapse. He's still got a cheese ready to go. They'll drag him in, pops the enrage, pops the cheese. He's back up to full. He's still got the satanic active. He's ready for another round on this one as he's diving forward, jumps in onto Saxa. Saxa's down and out, buys back straight away. Mid-1 is sipped upon by Nisha. He will keep himself alive this time as Mid-1 escapes. The Secret turn their efforts back towards the tier 3. They're pushing the high ground now. 32k lead. OG struggling to get anything done in this match, anything done in this series as a whole. A Secret just on the highest of forms once again. Something that we're becoming very accustomed to see from this team. As that is Saxa dead. Die back on the Pango. 70 seconds, he's out. Secret will clean up the mid lane. They'll head down towards the bottom. OG, of course, they are going to still play on. This is the end of the line here for OG in this grand finals. They've got to give it their all. They've got to try and see if they can find themselves a miracle. But at this point, they're going to need more than one.
They can't even get a kill.
Again, the Hex reside. It's out onto Mid-1. Mid-1 goes down. Hook shot ball from Yapso. Straight in onto Thompson. Thompson jumps over to the side, but Nisha's still got a man and a follow-up. Zips in. 3 then on OG. GG is called, and Secret are your champions of the Blast Dota Bounty Hunt. They do it with a 3-0 against OG in this grand.